Welcome back to our low-carb masterclass. Now, Dumi, I'm very excited about this very next recipe because it actually is a restaurant favorite.
It's a restaurant favorite, and I love it because it is the color of money.
Oh, yes, girl. Ching, ching, ching. Now, there's something magical about a delicious Thai green curry. It's fresh, fragrant, and fast to make. Today, we're serving you a lekker hot green Thai chicken curry with lime wedges, fresh coriander, and basil. Yummy, honey. Show me the money.
And all those flavors that you mentioned are what makes it such a special dish because of all the aromatics that go into it. Chef is going to show us how to make a green curry paste, and that's what makes it so signature. You've got the coriander, the lemongrass, you've got all these beautiful flavors and aromatics in there that when you put into this dish and pair with all the other ingredients, it just becomes a flavor bomb.
I'm so excited about this. You know, Chef, there's something also very exciting for me when it comes to lemongrass because it's just so, it's its own kind of courier of all things goodness, and also like a lot of people use it in spas, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, it's got that fresh sort of vibrant lemony undertone flavor to it. It's beautiful. Wow. It's amazing in cocktails as well.
I could even do me. Have a smell of this, girl, and tell me, what does this remind you of?
It reminds me of a spa day that I've not been taken on.
And on that note, no, this is delicious. What are some of the benefits of lemongrass? Do you know?
Well, a lot of people actually use it when they, for instance, if you want to disinfect your home, infuse it into that water. They're essential oils. It's used as well because it's got like citronella effects. So you find that if you put it into your house, it actually helps with getting rid of those bugs because of the smell itself, the fragrance itself. And I think that's also why people love it. The smell itself, and when you pair it with the smell of the ginger and the garlic, which are also high in antioxidants. It's flavor and taste all.
Well, Oma would tell me I'm wasting the food if I had to use it for that purpose, but anyway.
Absolutely. I mean, it definitely has that signature citrusy smell, and that's what we're looking for. But not only are we looking for that, we're also looking for all of the other things that make Thai an authentic Thai flavor, I suppose. Dumi, you mentioned the ginger, the garlic, the lemongrass. Chef, what else goes into your green curry?
So we've got a bit of fish sauce in there. There's some cumin you can add in. The traditional one is like over 15 different ingredients. So we're obviously giving you one that's more accessible to make at home as well. But you got shrimp paste in, you got fresh lime leaves in there. So there's various sort of flavors that have this punchy sort of umami flavor that comes in at the end. It just wants you to eat more. And the nice thing about this is when you make this in Thailand or when you eat it there, it's immediately used. So the paste is not stored and keep for a longer time. So as it's sort of worked in a pestle mortar, I'm doing it in a blender today, you literally put it into your pan and fry it off, and then you add your coconut milk in. So it's not this bright green. It's kind of like an undertone of green.
Wow, okay, I'm learning here. I'm learning one step at a time. How's it going on that side?
I'm actually about to do what Chef Dion just mentioned now about adding our fat into the pan, and then we're going to fry our curry paste. And I'm using our Clover classic fat spread today, and it's perfect because it's also a great source of 10 vitamins, making it perfect for this. I mean, if we talk about the antioxidants in the garlic, the antioxidants in the ginger, the effects and the benefits of the citronella, or rather the lemongrass in the citronella in the lemongrass. It is a flavor that just takes you to Thailand. If you've never been to Thailand and you're looking for something that gives you the flavor of Thailand, it is definitely a green curry.
It's this dish. I love that. And also another exciting thing about it is that today we're using our fat spread to cook. But you can use it in different applications, whether you're spreading it or baking it. I mean, your family will love the taste of Clover fat spread on any occasion. But today we're also making sure that we're keeping this entire recipe low carb. So ordinarily you could pair it with a basmati rice, but today we're just using it, elevating the flavor of the curry itself.
I mean, if you make it really saucy as well and you keep it light, you could eat it like a light soup. Or like a stew as well, which would go perfectly on its own as it is. Even like a fresh, crisp bok choy or like that soy on the side, like crisp, just slightly tossed through. It's phenomenal with it.
Very exciting stuff. Well, blitz it up. Let's see this paste come together. Is just so vibrant already. Boom, just like that.
So that's exactly what we're looking for.
Okay, we're looking for that vibrant green. I mean, over here, you do have a little bit of a finished product in here. We, again, went for chicken as the protein. But I mean, to keep this vegetarian, you can just omit the chicken completely.
You could omit the chicken completely. Like Chef just mentioned, any of those veggies could work. Any veggies that hold their structure. A cauliflower. You can even keep it green again. Go with the broccoli because even it has so many more benefits to it. And it's also green and it's also low carb.
Thai eggplants work
Perfectly.
lime in it. It's amazing. And like shiitake mushrooms, seaweed mushrooms in it as well. Mung bean sprouts are really nice in it. I mean, I prefer it without the chicken in it anyway.
True.
It's so nice because it's got those deep flavors and it just uplifts the vegetables on its own.
Oh, this is so good. Dumi, let me also hand over the sauce that Chef has made just to add to that. But it definitely is. I feel like I am in an authentic Thai restaurant right now.
It's got
the
that punch
flavors
in it.
definitely come through. The aromatics that you spoke about, Chef, are definitely there. What would be your top tip when creating a paste like this or kind of trying to stick to this theme? Is there something to kind of keep in mind?
I think in the beginning, like we've showed you now, start with minimum ingredients and then sort of get used to, familiarize yourself with the Thai flavors and then start adding some of those pungent Thai ingredients into it. Because in the beginning, if you add too much of it, it's difficult to come back and try to save your curry. And it's flavors that you're not familiar with. So if you add too much of it, you might just throw your whole curry in the bin.
What a waste. We don't want that.
But
No waste.
start off with a few ingredients and then add on as you go along. And another important thing is, like I mentioned earlier on, make sure you use your paste fresh and immediately once it's made. Try not to store it. I mean, you can vacuum seal it or freeze it, but it loses that intense integrity and flavors that really scream and speak to your palate when you're eating the curry.
Now, that's interesting to say because I think it is like universally known and understood that curry always tastes better the next day. So what is it about this specific curry that right now it's just all about keeping the integrity of those flavors on day one?
It's a big difference because, I mean, we're talking about Indian curries that you can leave overnight and then subtle in. Those spices are more predominant in the actual curry. Now, with your Thai ingredients, like we've seen here, in your paste, it's more fresh ingredients being added to it. So the longer your lime or ginger or garlic sits around, it deteriorates and you lose that punchy sort of flavors that come from it.
Got you. I mean, I'm loving learning right now, making sure that we stick as close as possible to authentic Thai as possible, but keeping in mind the low carb. It smells amazing.
Yeah,
Talk to us about your curry.
Now, all this green that I've added here is fresh, which is what Chef was touching on about how this one is best served that very same day because you want to enjoy it while it's still fresh. So we've got the freshness of the basil in there, we've got the freshness of the coriander and some peas. So while it's nice, still green and vibrant and colorful, that's when you want to enjoy it. And so I'm going to dish up. I'm going to make sure that we indulge in this, but we are definitely enjoying this at our round table because this is one dish you want to enjoy fresh right out of the pot.
Oh, I'm so excited about that. Keep dishing up, Dumi, and don't be shy. Head over to afternoonexpress.co.za to get this recipe.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.